Hello. I thought of this for a while about YouTube doing YouTube community web series. So basically, what it is everyone on YouTube gets together and we make uh, we write scripts, we produce TV series, we produce TV clips, episodes, all written, performed, and produced by the YouTube community. So people on YouTube, YouTubers get together. We share script ideas, we share writing, we share ideas for episodes, and then what could happen is we could just, for example, post the script of an episode, like an episode's script, and then whoever wants to on YouTube, whoever from the YouTube community, whichever YouTubers see the script and want to like make their version of it, and we could have all different versions. It'd be cool to see how everyone interprets like the script, and then you know so for the like for an episode of a TV series there could be different versions of that episode, and it's really cool to see all the everyone's interpretations of the writing, right? Which would be really interesting. Like, so you could have two characters, and there's a script, and it's like an episode. It's like a little mini episode that could be performed on YouTube, and then people from the YouTube community, they see the writing, and then they perform the script on their YouTube channel, and then we get to see their interpretation of the writing, right? And we'll have all these different versions of kind of the script, right, which will vary a bit. And I think it's a really cool idea because it gets the YouTube community to work together on something and produce something together. It'll be fun and creative and entertaining, and it'll be exclusive on YouTube. And it's a great idea because it's like television and art that you're immersed in. It's like immersive art, immersive television, immersive, you know. So it's like you're part of the TV show, like you're part of it kind of thing, right? When you're making it, you're producing it. And also it's like it's a community. Like the community works together to make it, to make the TV show on YouTube. So I'm not sure if I explained that well, but I tried to explain it, and I think it's a good idea because, like, it's something for the YouTube community to do, and to share ideas, and we can take topics that mainstream television doesn't always talk about enough. For example, like Mother Earth and the environment and pollution, right? So maybe I know like there are TV shows that talk about that stuff, but I would say not as much as other topics. And so now, if you're someone from the YouTube community and you're passionate about a topic that you don't see as much on television, now you can be your own producer. You can help write your own scripts. You could write a script and put it on YouTube, and then the YouTube community can perform it and produce it. And so we'll need everyone. We'll need writers, we'll need actors, we'll need creative people, we'll need camera people, we'll need all types of people. But we're not going to make like $1 million productions. We're going to make things that are quick and easy that can be made with some effort, and it's going to be great because then it's accessible now. Now everyone could be like a movie producer. Everyone can be like their own TV producer. You don't have to be a billionaire to be able to write a TV series now because of YouTube. Everyone can come together, and with a minimal budget, we can all work together and produce our own TV series, right? So, for example, I wrote three different concepts for three different potential scripts, and then people can just go and start writing and say, oh, that looks like an interesting concept, I want to write an episode for that script, or I want to write a whole movie or even just the 2 minute clip. And then actors, people on YouTube from the YouTube community, actors who see the script and say, I like that, I want to perform that on my YouTube channel, then they can actually perform the episode on their YouTube channel. And so you see, we're all working together and we're all producing exclusive content, exclusive TV series, exclusive web series on YouTube, made by and for the YouTube community, which is great. It's a project that the YouTube community can all work together on. So let me go ahead and read what I wrote. So let's start a YouTube community written YouTube TV web series exclusively on YouTube, written and performed by the YouTube community. First, exclusive YouTube horror TV web series called The Selection Committee. A group of, okay, let me start again. First, exclusive YouTube horror TV web series, The Selection Committee. A group of rich elites decides who continues on into the next decade. But what happens when one of the selection committee realizes she has been designated for deletion? Second, the second exclusive YouTube web series would be like, for example, a comedy romance called The Love Paradox, which is kind of like science meets love, right? Like scientists get meet love, right? But it's like the science of love, like kind of it's like a movie, it's a comedy, romantic comedy movie about the science of love. So it's like maybe there'll be some scientists who are studying love, who experiment with love, and be like love and science, it meets comes together in a comedy romantic movie. So it's called The Love Paradox. And I'm sure it sounds confusing, and it's meant to be confusing because science is like not so straightforward, and it would be really cool for scientists to explore and research the topic of love, right? So, and that would be cool if it was like a movie, so like a comedy movie, right? I'm surprised Hollywood actually already hasn't done something like that, where it's like scientists are experimenting with trying to prove love is real, trying to, do experiments about love and all that stuff. Like that would be like a funny Hollywood kind of comedy movie. That would be a funny Hollywood comedy movie. Like it would be a good comedy, like a romantic comedy. I could totally see like who's a big name that would be really good at like who. Well, I mean Jennifer Lopez is classic. She does classic comedy romantic movies. More recently, yeah, let's just say Jennifer Lopez. She would be she. That's the kind of movie that she would do, right? The Love Paradox. She's like a scientist and she's trying to prove that love is real, or she's trying to do experiments about love and stuff. Really interesting. And then the third YouTube exclusive TV web series is a drama suspense TV series called The Revenge on America Club. Everyone around the world who wants revenge on America formed a club. So, for example, like the Japanese after World War II, maybe they're still mad about World War II and that America dropped two nukes on them. Russia after the Cold War, with America had a Cold War with Russia. The Cold War Russians are still upset, perhaps, for example. Maybe Canadians, after Trump said about making Canada the 51st state, maybe Canadians didn't like, that Trump was saying that America was going to take over Canada. So there's maybe some Canadians who want revenge, for example. This is a TV series. This is like a drama, like a suspense, an exclusive like TV series on YouTube that people will perform and act out. So it's like a TV series. It's a TV series, and it's like a television production, and it's like a drama suspense TV show, like a drama suspense TV show, kind of like James Bond 007, but different, obviously, like inspired by like James Bond 007, the CIA, but obviously very different, because obviously I've never seen anybody do a TV series around the concept of people around the world who want revenge on America, getting revenge on America. So it's a TV series on YouTube, really cool. And it's a suspense, it's a drama, it's action, right? Kind of like James Bond, mixes like elements of action, right? And be really cool. So you have like maybe some Russian KGB, ex KGB officers who want to prove that they still got it. You got some like Japanese descendants of World War II that are still mad that America dropped two nukes on Japan. You got a bunch of people from the Middle East, from Iran, and all the Middle Eastern countries. You have maybe people who are, you know, still mad about stuff that happened in the Middle East because of the United States. Canadians are always very uh, anyways, Canadians, I could see, you know, Canadians. Cubans, I know that America and Cuba, for a while, you couldn't even travel to Cuba, apparently, right? For years, America and Cuba had no diplomatic relationship. And of course, I also know that Germany and Japan, for years, many years ago, were not even allowed to have an army. Like they wouldn't trust any Germans, they wouldn't trust any Japanese, and for decades now it's changed. It's changed, but I know that for a few decades after the war, or after World War II, they wouldn't even allow Japan or Germany to even have an army at all, like to be able to defend themselves. So really interesting. And Cuba, of course, like there was definitely the Cuban Missile Crisis, which is a major event in history, major historical event, the Cuban Missile Crisis. So something went down with Cuba and America. So yeah, so there'll be Cubans, Germans be part of the club, Japanese, even French people because I know French people, you know they've had issues with the English, right? There was all these historical wars between the French and the English, right? So French people, Germans, Japanese, Cubans, Russians, people from the Middle East. Maybe China, maybe China. There could also be elements of fiction. So there could be like fictional storylines, for example. Maybe there were a bunch of Chinese businessmen that were pissed off that the United States destroyed their businesses. The United States destroyed their Chinese companies, and so these business owners of these former ex business owners of these Chinese companies, they want revenge on America for what America did to their companies in China, and they destroyed their Chinese companies. This is just an example, right? So there could also be who else wants revenge on America or might want revenge on America? Um, Mexico after Trump, right? You know, Trump was like, we're gonna build the wall. Kind of embarrassing to Mexico and the Mexicans, right? When Trump was saying about building the wall. So when Trump was saying about building the wall, it was kind of embarrassing to Mexico. So probably maybe a lot of Mexicans might want revenge on America. Um, Argentina and Venezuela apparently always had a rocky relationship with the United States of America. So maybe Argentinians and Venezuelans would want revenge on America. So, like, there's a lot of people around the world, right? So, Japanese, Germans, Mexicans, Cubans, Canadians, French, especially French Canadians, and people from the Middle East, Iranians, and Russians, right? Chinese. Um, North Koreans. I'm pretty sure the North Koreans do not have a good diplomatic relationship with the United States. So North Koreans, especially after that movie that they made, The Interview. So they in Hollywood, they made a Hollywood movie that was offensive to the North Koreans, and that movie was called The Interview. So the North Koreans probably would want revenge about that too, and also the North Koreans in general. I'm pretty sure because the United States helped South Korea so much, and then South Korea is the rival of North Korea. So by default, right, North Korea has an issue with America. So yeah, so pretty almost everyone like North Koreans, Germans, Japanese, French, um, Mexicans, Cubans, people from the Middle East, Iranians, Canadians, Russians, Chinese. So a lot of people who would want revenge on America. So if you like any of these ideas for TV series, YouTube exclusive TV series on YouTube, performed and written by the community, performed and written by the YouTube community for the YouTube community, written by the YouTube community, performed by the YouTube community. If you are interested in any of these concepts, ideas for exclusive TV web series on YouTube, then please leave a comment. Leave a comment and say which show you're interested in helping produce. Either you want to be a writer, you could help write scripts for the show, you could help write episodes, or maybe a movie spin-off or something. If you want to be an actor, you could help perform the skits. You could do the acting. If you want to be a video person and help record and help make the videos and like film production, or any other thing involved in the creative process of producing a web series, an exclusive web TV series on YouTube, then please leave a comment and let's get started, everyone. The YouTube community, let's have fun, let's create things, let's get started. Let's all the YouTube community get together and make some really cool TV web series exclusive on YouTube.